Stewart weighed in on the Comedy Central show's potential future on his latest podcast episode. Jon Stewart is thinking about the fate of his own show amid the news of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert's cancellation. Hours before Stephen Colbert revealed during the July 17 taping of The Late Show that next year would be its last, Stewart weighed in on the future of Comedy Central's The Daily Show, given it also owned by Paramount, CBS parent company. Days before the cancellation was announced, Colbert called out Paramount for the $16 million settlement made with President Donald Trump on The Late Show, but in a statement, CBS said the cancellation is purely a financial decision against a challenging backdrop in late night and not related in any way to the show's performance, content or other matters happening at Paramount. Paramount is in the middle of a merger with Skydance Media, which needs the Trump administration's approval to complete. "Boy, that's a good question," he said. "Unfortunately, we haven't heard anything from them. They haven't called me and said don't get too comfortable in that office." Stewart, 62, then joked, "I've been kicked out of establishments than that. We'll land on our feet." On a more serious note, he said that he honestly don't know what the show's fate will be. "I'd like to believe that. Without The Daily Show, Comedy Central is kind of like Muzak at this point. I think we're the only sort of life that exists on a current basis other than South Park. Stewart would like to think we bring enough value to the channel, but that may not be their consideration," he admitted. "I just don't know." On the July 7 episode, Croft, who retired in 2019 after 30 seasons on 60 Minutes, commented on Paramount's $16 million settlement made with President Donald Trump, who had alleged that CBS 60 Minutes deceptively edited an interview with former Vice President Kamala Harris. "I think there's a lot of fear," Croft said about the environment at 60 Minutes following the lawsuit. "Fear of losing their job, fear of what's happening to the country, fear of losing the First Amendment. All of those things." He also called the settlement a shakedown and that some people call it extortion. "Our admiration, affection, and respect for the talents of Stephen Colbert and his incredible team made this agonizing decision even more difficult," the statement said. "Stephen has taken CBS late night by storm with cutting-edge comedy, a must-watch monologue and interviews with leaders in entertainment, politics, news and newsmakers across all areas.